Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then... somebody gets to the core before the kid. The floor starts giving way under the lighter's step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter.
Seems like another race. I don't really remember.
Everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for him. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more.
Not really sure what to do.
Quick and careful.
Oh, come on.
Let it go.
Oh, come on. I spawned on a dead one.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such.
See, now I'm running on 100% critical hits. But I still have to be careful.
Bridges link the path together.
Don't want to die.
Bridges whips the kid along. Air travel always was an iffy proposition.
Whoa.
The calamity changed everything, even when the wind blows. He gets the wind knocked right out.
Damn it! Yeah, maybe I should. I'm not sure.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back.
I'm not used to being this vulnerable. I'm used to being able to defeat, like, everything. Ow.
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
This is another secret move that I don't really like much.
These wires to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up.
It's a little ballsy, but sometimes you can defeat enemies before they even have a chance to hit you, if you don't
In all
hesitate.
this toil, kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity? So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it. The dead welcome him with open arms.
I like how even though how serious things are,
But after all,
they can still introduce some humor into it.
Kid sees
Like,
a plain, frozen faces all around.
like he was just saying, they welcome us with open arms and they just drop down and destroy the little ash bodies.
You don't much care to see him. Not like this. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Bentley and his kindly wife. It was someone like him. Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what.
I just think the faster reload.
Any questions after all? Just ain't got time for answers.
The fast reload on the repeater is better than doubling its magazine.
Brothers.
Better for me.
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nor did the bird boy. Didn't make it. The Jawsons. They didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr. They didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The Corps survived as well.
Oof. I can see why the ranged weapon was more useful back when you're not as strong.
Kid does what he has to do. And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
And now the stranger is known by his name, which is Rux.
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now. For Zulf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. The Corps, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be all right. Well, look what we have here.
Oh. Yeah, lost and found.
Lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again. All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Jeez. Kind of remember what I liked and what I didn't. And then it's always good to pick up some of these. I'm hoping I have enough now still to be able to upgrade this. Ah, darn. 325. I'll just hold on to it.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
The reason I bought the spyglass, even though it's not necessary, and spent the fragments on, is just because
cores near the edge of the city.
Even though I don't normally, I'm not a completionist in any games. This game, well, in pretty much any games. This one, I really like to try and get all the little bits and pieces I can.
Gods these days. No time for it either.
I just like how also you'll stay still like this, lying down.
Anyway. Couldn't hurt, right?
Until I actually push something to get up.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pyth, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the Orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pyth ain't much of a watchdog. Pyth stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
For some reason that looked like something important.
Pyth makes a decent scarecrow at least. Then Pyth lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. The kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
I hate fighting those. Really tough early on.
So what'll
there I
it
go
be?
doing it again.
Invoke the gods, or tell them off. Pyth.
So they just get faster, but you get more experience. Or, sorry, not, well, actually, yeah, experience and fragments. But it's really, most of them are much too hard for this early.
You don't need favors from the likes of Pyth. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Popping windbags is hard enough. No need to get the gods involved.
I knew he was going to activate. I knew that that was going to be bad. Oh, come on. He can't be that good.
Things might have gone worse if Kid tampered with that shrine.
So I think what happened there was where Whiskey activated because my health was so low, and I accidentally hit Q and used my secret skill, so I shot a ton of bolts at him. But you know, I'm not complaining. That works in my favor.
The gods ain't gonna catch you if you fall.
Though that doesn't really help.
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
No, first I want to see if I can upgrade my blade.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
This one, you know, I'll show you. I'll show you guys what these are like. This one I won't do wonderful on, but I can do okay.
Some used to take the bullhead trial. Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
It's when it gets to the actual enemies like that that things get really difficult. Just because I've forgotten the timing for the attacks.
The bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, you gotta always watch your back.
Wow.
Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you.
Oh, damn. Gets worse. It actually gets worse. These guys are my absolute doom. Oh. Yikes. Oh, come on, be over already.
The smarter ones knew when to just step aside and let things go.
This is the worst.
The kid pulls through in fine form.
Dang. Yeah, a whole lot of those. I think it said the next prize was how many? Like 0? Less than 2? I missed it, but it tells you also how to get the one right above you.
Well, a kid
And usually
always
the prize
wanted
is
to
more
beat
than
the
just
bullhead tribe.
fragments.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Uh-oh. There we go. My info was screwed up for a sec.
The calamity was mercy, folks. The windbags ain't so lucky.
Good practice. Oh, the bullhead trial was, at least. For
They've been left to free.
at least attempting to counter.
starve or face the kid. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
It's like a shotgun. Like that one.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
Oh, what? Shoot, I was so into the fact that I was level 3 now. Didn't even notice.
Windbags
Aha.
can't use the marshal supplies, but the kid sure can. As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though. The windbags put the kid
Damn.
on notice.
That was worth a try. That's my problem, is I get overly confident and then I screw up really bad.
So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort. Kids blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket.
So I'm not even intending to use it a ton to make him say that. Just liked using it and it was good with the were whiskey. Okay, thought I was getting hit. Also nice that on some enemies, like those in the boxes, they give you a chance to
Kid's
defeat them
stash of
before
grenades is there
they
for
can get to
when
you.
things get even worse. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned.
Boy, the guy who does the voice
Trap
actor
kid
for the
in middle
narrator
of the Force Parade grounds.
probably gets so many requests to say things in that voice. Never thought about that until now.
Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon, all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose.
I can't help it, I just want to stay away from the poison. That's just my best way to do it.
Kid takes down Glutus, or maybe it was Glandon. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. Kid used to dream of getting a Marshal's badge, but not like this. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe.
Now you can use this and it'll take you to a kind of series of wave-like attacks where you'll get backstory on, in this case, Zulf, depending on how well you do. That's the one thing, or one of the things I'm going to be leaving out of this playthrough, because that's something that you guys can experience to just get you even further in the storyline. But definitely worth a try. They can be really hard,
seemed
though.
like a good man, he says. They treated him with dignity. Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him. Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade. You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel. Zulf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Memorial.
The memorial. Here, a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind.
Nice thing is you can do certain things like this kid's just building the memorial.
Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
And you'll get experience for it. Like, oh man, there's a lot of these are really tough. There's an achievement for getting all of them. I have managed to do it just because I've played through the game like
but they're all I got.
3 times or so, but you can keep your old stuff, so it just kept getting easier and easier.
Finders keepers.
Let's see how it looks in the distillery.
A sip of
Okay, yeah, go with that
liqueur
one.
will toughen you up. Too bad it's like drinking a saddlebag.
Oh, that's not what I actually meant to get. Oh, I didn't. That's been there. Never mind. Freaking out for nothing.
The marshals learn to
yeah,
pack
greater
those
knockback.
shells full of fire.
I think the reason I'm choosing knockback is because sometimes I can knock enemies just off the edge, and even though I don't get items from them, easier kills.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick.
There are some advantages to wear whiskey.
They try to
Even
slow
though
it
you're
down.
a prime target to be killed.
They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break. The core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers.
These guys can be really annoying early on too. Have to be careful of them.
They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, the kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. finds Weeping Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all the pickers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbag's getting even better. He takes a hard hit, but he ain't finished.
Damn.
They aim to smash Whipping Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie. She's just got to make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in picker country. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? A good couple of times.
Opening. Oh, okay, that is where I have to go. Thought I found something there.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one. Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
We'll be there before too long.
They'll be here before too long.
Yeah, I really like that song. That's
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
that's one of the reasons I was saying the music in this game's so good.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the Marshal stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. The Menders, they had thankless jobs, the most important kind.
Guess that there's nothing really gonna show up in there soon, at least.
Behold, the Pantheon, a Kobe.
Yeah, so you have to unlock the other gods, but I don't think there's any that I'm... There may be... I think it's this one that I might be okay with activating this early. Make sure. How much do I have?
With a good length of Musket, that bow's like new again.
I can spend a little bit since I wasn't going to
You
this
track
time.
the final core beyond the city to the wilds. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it
Hate
either.
those.
Decker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survive the calamity.
Oh, these guys suck.
Best take it real slow. Pincushions are afoot. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion. Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
Oh
Hit him
god.
anywhere but the hindquarters, and he only make him mad.
These guys can be tricky and very deadly.
Calamity must have scrambled their eggs. The Wild's already reclaimed this place. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone. Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.